the actual topic we were talking about is who's the face of the league, right? And kind of what had us going back and forth, and we had to just kind of put a cap on it so we would discuss it on the show was when LeBron made the comment in the locker room after the game. I forget which game it was, but he's saying, "Why would Anthony Davis want to be the face of the league?" Right? Someone asked him the question about him being the face. He said, "Why would he want to be the face of a league where all the people who cover our sport basically talk trash about, all the stars and all the players?" And my stance on that was, LeBron is right. Like, I don't think he's wrong. Like, why would he want to be? At the same time, I also said, just like Red's Barbershop said, it was a choice that Tank took the knee. It was a choice that LeBron was the face of the league. Like, you don't have to be politically correct. You don't have to say all the right things if you don't want to. You don't have to assume that role. But if you want to, and if you want to be greater than Jordan, which we all know that he wants to be, like, you are going to do those things. You are
Right.
going to be the I want to be like Mike guy. You want to be the I want to be like LeBron guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was looking at it like, LeBron, you are that guy, the face of the league kind of guy. Guess what? Anthony Edwards is more of a Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant happens to be his favorite player anyway, right? Kevin
Right.
Durant doesn't have a face of the league kind of attitude. Kevin Durant is clapping back at the media, and whoever got something to say, he got something to say back. That's more along the lines of what Anthony Edwards is, in my opinion. And Edwards himself said, "Y'all got Wimby for that. Y'all already got the guy, the straight laced dude that you could push to be the face of the league and be the superstar." But the one thing I wanted to throw in terms of that is another curve. And then I'm gonna throw it, let y'all say what y'all want to say. The other curve in that is, you have this, we don't want the American players, we don't want to turn the league over to the European players. So we don't want Wimby to be the face of the league. We're looking for the next American player who can step up and assume the LeBron and Steph Curry role, because they're on their way out. They're on the last leg of this race. So who's going to be that guy? Anthony Edwards don't want to be, and I don't even think he. Kevin, you said you think he does have the personality for it. I said I don't think he does.
I'm I'm waiting to reserve. I'm waiting until it's my turn to talk. I'm not going
Hey,
to get any
I just wanted
inkling
to
of anything.
lay those points out. So it would be, LeBron has the personality for it, right? And it's almost like LeBron is also bigging himself up as well on the sly, because it's like, why would he want to be the face of the league? Look at what you guys do. I've endured this all these years, and look at how I'm making it happen still. So it's almost like I'm low key advising him not to. Yeah, man, you don't want this.
But
You don't know
LeBron,
what comes with this.
but LeBron was also drafted in an era where you were groomed to be the face of the league, right? LeBron wasn't trying to be the face of the league when he first came in, but what happened was Kobe Bryant has the Denver, Colorado scandal hit, and it was just the perfect time. Some would say the perfect setup to hand the league off to LeBron. LeBron took off. His popularity, his all his big time endorsements and all that stuff
Straight out of high
happened
school.
around
90,
the
90
time.
million, yeah, $90 million Nike contract.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And
you know,
Kobe got the $40 million contract in that same year. So
yeah.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
So
And it was pre-social media.
absolute,
That's another thing.
Yeah,
absolutely,
Yeah.
pre-social media.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, what you mean pre-social media, baby? We had MySpace and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But go ahead, Kev.
Nah.
I'll let you take the floor.
Um, so I'm gonna first start by saying that we often say the face of the league. I would say faces of the league because I don't think it's just one guy. I think it's a group of guys. I think it may be two guys, four guys, five guys. Right now, when you say face
Do
of the
burgers
league,
and fries come with that?
absolutely.
Okay.
Uh,
If you're the face of the league.
All right.
Um, so in talking about the face of the league, we've got LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
we've got Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he likes it or not, I still look at Kevin Durant as a face of the league because he's a fan favorite. And when you and the
A,
fans
a
want,
fan favorite unless your name is Bong.
yeah. Uh,
hey,
and
no,
so, um,
I love his game.
so
Hate his
he's
choices.
so he's still, so I would say it's those three guys. He's still up there. There were
Okay.
guys that were jockeying for that once upon a time, but they since fell by the kind of by the wayside. Um, with Kawhi being one, with James Harden being one, they've now fell, and it's like being the king, the Lion King. Once you fall from being the Lion King and you're overthrown, you can never be the king again.
Mm.
You just keep going lower and lower and lower. So that's what this is. So right now, I would say those three are at the top. Right, I'll say those three as far as the American players. I will agree with you that America wants to make basketball the American game.
Yes.
Yes, it was invented in Canada. So let me start by saying yes, I do understand the history. It was invented in Toronto, Canada,
Yeah.
1896, Dr. James Naismith. So I do
Ha-
understand that. Do
Have you
know
guys seen Court of Gold on Netflix?
I have not. I
Michael
have not.
Wilbon made a comment like Canada has their national sport. It's hockey.
Yeah,
And he was like basketball is ours. Like, so, but go ahead to
yeah.
that point.
So I do understand that. But most of your NBA teams, which I would say the NBA is the best league in the world, the most competitive, has the best players in the world playing in it. Um, Most of your teams are in the United States, with the exception of Toronto, which is in Canada. Um, so looking at it, and I know I'm going around about in circles, and I'm going to get to my point.
You got me
When,
going in
when we talk about when we
circles.
talk about Anthony Edwards, we talk about Anthony Edwards wanting to not wanting to be the face of the league and declining.
Hmm.
I don't think it's yours to decline. I think you're already in the position. They're gonna push you to it whether you like it or not. And I'm gonna give you the examples right now. So um before the NBA pushes you into that position, they do a trial run with the public to see how the public will receive you as being the face. At one point, it was I would say at one point Chris Paul was a young face of the league, right? And he had this State Farm commercial with Chris Paul and Cliff Paul. And shit was cheesy. But I don't know if you remember, but it was a point where I believe it was like in 2013, 2014.
Hmm.
There was a young Dame Lillard, there was a younger Steph Curry. They pushed this Sebastian Curry. And so they were showing you right then who the next guards were going to be in the future. And the way that it worked, the Golden State Warriors went from Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr. They start winning championships. Boom, Steph Curry, face of the league. So they showed it to you. They laid it out. They rolled it out. Dame Lillard didn't have the success in the playoffs. Never became the face of the league. Um,
So
another instance in that they
So
tried
why
to.
you saying this, Doug? Are you saying that? Are you also laying out
I'm gonna lay out.
prerequisites for being the face of the league? Is
No,
winning titles and
no,
and
no.
playoff games one of
I'm
them?
no. What I'm no, no.
Because it
I'm gonna get.
sounds like you just
I'm,
eliminated.
I'm gonna get to that too. But I'm gonna say, but they gave it to you, and they gave it to the fans, and they let the fans decide.
Man,
And
this
as
ain't an all-star vote, man.
I'm just that's how it is. The fans decided, just like Jason Tatum. They tried to make Jason Tatum the face of the league. He came in, they had this story of He came from a single mother in a single parent home, and he's creating shelters with his mother
But
to
he did.
house.
He couldn't outperform
Brown
Jalen
fucked
Brown
that up.
on his
Yes,
own thing.
Brown is
Even
who
Absolutely.
even
Brown is
even
who messed that up for him.
even beyond that, they still, even when they won the championships, they still
Championships.
the championship, excuse me, when they
Okay,
won the
yeah,
NBA title, they put the mic in Jason Tatum's face for us to fall in love with Jason Tatum, and he plagiarized
yeah. It was generic.
multiple
It was
iconic
generic.
moments.
Yeah, it
He
was that was
plagiarized the Kevin Garnett "Anything Is Possible" yell.
yeah,
He
that was
plagiarized the Kanye West award speech. He plagiarized Stephen Curry celebrating with the champagne in the locker room. He plagiarized Kobe Bryant holding the Larry O'Brien trophy in 2001 after they beat the Philadelphia 76ers. So he plagiarized all the moments. And then, if that wasn't enough, in the summer after he was an NBA champion and they made it to where Brown didn't go overseas, they said, okay, we're going to separate you and Brown. They pushed him to go overseas. They took two of his teammates that were role players got more love than he did on USA basketball
no doubt, no
in front of
doubt,
the masses.
no
So
doubt.
so
So
they so he was rejected. So now I give
So,
you Anthony Edwards, right? Anthony
and
Edwards.
before you give us
hey,
Anthony Edwards,
yeah,
hold on,
yeah, because
hold on, time out,
you threw a lot out
time out,
there, dog.
time out.
Yeah, because
So
Yeah, hold
hold on.
because I
on.
want to line my argument up
I'm gonna
as
tell
to
you
why he
this.
can't deny it.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum was pushed on us because Jalen Brown has a Marshawn Lynch type quality
Correct.
where they not fucking with him,
Exactly.
even though he's
That's who they not fucking
shown
with.
the best.
He
He's
was
shown to be
pushed
the
on us long. He
And
was pushed on us long before that.
and they
It
not
was
messing
long
with
before
him
that.
for other reasons because of his intellect
exactly,
and
exactly.
all kind of other stuff. So that's another
He also
but on
sided with Kyrie.
but
So,
on top of that though, Kevin, while you saying all this stuff about Jason Tatum, what you're doing, you're critiquing his celebration, the way he celebrated and all the things in his the way he welcomed or accepted his accomplishments. That's almost the same way his peers or predecessors critique his game. Like they're always talking about what Jason Tatum could or should be doing and ain't doing, even though he's still effective. He gets a lot of criticism.
yeah.
So, and that's from peers. So if you can't get it from your peers, you that's a big step for being considered face of the league. I know you talking about the fans, but damn, your peers gotta say you that guy first,
Yep.
or it's not gonna be respected.
And last but not least, Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
When Anthony Edwards was when they did the award ceremony for USA basketball and the men received their gold medals, you had Stephen Curry first, you had Anthony Edwards second, you had LeBron James third. Anthony Edwards in between LeBron James and Steph Curry, and then you had Kevin Durant fourth. So they rolled it out. They gave it to you there. Okay, that's step one. Step two, in the offseason, the Minnesota Timberwolves traded away the guy that was for 10 years, he was their franchise player, Carl Anthony Towns. So they parted with him, sent him to New York, right? Um, when the NBA scheduling came out, national games, the Minnesota Timberwolves made the biggest jump of all the teams in national games. They were at plus 15 this year. Last year, they had 10 national games. This year, they have, and I want to make sure that
Come on, Kevin Fitzpatrick.
they have 25 national games. So
Okay.
plus 15 after you get rid of your previous franchise player. In addition to that, Adidas has made him the national, like he is he is the
The
face of
face of
Adidas.
Adidas basketball,
Yeah, he is the face of Adidas.
Okay.
On top of being
taking over James Harden.
Yes, on top of being the face of Adidas, he is also sponsored with Sprite, and he is part of the I don't even know the I don't it's the logo. What is their motto? Let me look that up real quick because it's a motto, but it basically it's him and Shakari Richardson.
Hmm.
Shakari Richardson.
Don't forget the sun.
Yeah. Shakari Richardson that are the main two people on Sprite.
Hmm.
Well, Shakari Richardson,
He
she
he
basically, huh?
he also has Chipotle commercials now too. They
She,
ran one during the
Yeah.
game today.
but Shakari Richardson is the face of women's sprinting for track, fastest woman in the world. So they're making him the face of many of these brands. They're putting him in the position.
But that's their choice.
I,
Exactly. So
That's the brand's choice.
they're pushing him to be in the public eye.